All right, traders, just want to give you a quick update, and I'm going to touch on the email that one of my clients sent me, and he was a little bit upset that he missed out on this particular trade here on the entry point. This was in the my radar, what's on my radar section, and this is the CAD yen. I had posted this into the what's on my radar yesterday, and I actually put in the trade details for it. Now, I have so many clients on so many different levels who trade so many different ways. Again, you guys are watching my trades. This is what trades that I take, and some of you take these trades and some of you don't. But the fact of the matter is that there are some people who don't trade the Asian session, and I'm one of them in some aspects, not always, but in some aspects. And this trade, actually, this was a limit order and a limit sale trade, and I was trying to catch the retrace on this trade, and in fact that's what we did. We caught the retrace upward, enter into the trade, and then fall down. So what happened was that the Asians usually push the trades in the opposite direction. For whatever reason, this is how they trade. They will move the trade in the opposite direction. You see here in the opposite direction, and then in the London New York session it goes the other way. Now, that's not always the case, but the majority of the time that's the case. So I knew that this trade was going to trigger in the Asian session, and so I set my sale limit order to trigger in the Asian session. It triggered, and we're now into the trade. It crossed the a critical point here in the 4-hour zone, and it's on its way down, hopefully down to target number 1, which is 89.53. And then once we hit that, we're looking at target 89.06. Now, I want you guys to know this. Listen, don't be upset when you get out of trades, because you don't want to take those emotions and that anger into your next trade. Trades happen all the time. They have to, otherwise the Forex market will be closed. We're talking about a $4 trillion+ a day industry. So don't be upset if you miss a trade. If you miss a trade, there may be an opportunity to get back into a trade, or you just move on to the next trade. Don't hold that emotions with you. And there's another trade here, the Kiwi yen. I'm in this trade. It was on the radar. It has hit target 1, and we're on our way down to target number 2. Now, sometimes you guys are going to catch these because I send these trades in the middle of the night over here in Egypt time. But you know, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some, and I'm going to try to get you guys the best trades that I possibly can, and those that are meant for you will meet you, and those that aren't, you will miss out. And here's a good example here. In my on my daily chart, I missed this trade last week, and I was thoroughly upset with it. Not to the point of losing my mind. This was a squeeze play, which we're into an Aussie squeeze play here. You guys didn't see this. It was on my radar. We usually wait for 2 candle confirmation. If you want to enter in the trade, you could do it aggressively here, or wait for a 2 confirmation, because this broke the trend line here. It broke the trend line. We were in a squeeze play up to this zone. It broke here. All right. Printed the first 4-hour candle, and I was actually on a holiday, and I missed this trade. And you know me, I'm going to try to find a way to get back in, because here's my zone down here. Here's my first target that I'm looking at, and I'm saying to myself, there has to be a way to get inside this trade. If it is, I'm going to find it. The trade triggered on Friday. It went further, and then lo and behold, those who follow don't trade daily charts on Mondays and Fridays, we're now retracing. This is a retrace day, guys, for a daily candle. We're retracing back to the entry point where I want to be at. All right, so I'm waiting for this to close out today. Wherever this closes out today, it looks like it's going to be an entry point. Here's my entry point where I'm trying to get in at. I want to get in at 2.3869, and then ride this sucker all the way down to 2.3414. we're looking at 512 pips. Very doable, because what's going to do is it's going to fall back down in here where it was congesting or ranging before. Broke the trend line one time, it's going to break it again. Broke the trend line again today. We look for a retrace tomorrow, possibly after the Asian session, and then ride this sucker all the way down to target 1, and let's see if we can hit down here on target 2. So listen, here's my point, and this is the reason why I'm showing you this. Don't be upset when you miss trades. You can either find a new trade or get back in on an old trade. You guys have a magnificent day on purpose. I hope that inspires you not to take that negative emotion with you when you're trading. And remember, there's always going to be trades. My job is to seek out and find them and offer you the best trades for your money. Have a magnificent day on purpose, guys.